Hey guys. So yesterday was International Men's Day. And it is also quite a day for another man by the name of Kyle Rittenhouse. Um, he was acquitted of all charges, which anyone with a function, a brain stem and two functioning neurons would know that would have happened anyway with the evidence and everything. But yet, even after, and this is funny because there are a lot of left-wing outlets that are coming out like, oh, we need to retract these statements. Apparently he was permitted to carry a gun. He did, he traveled over state lines is another one that people keep saying, but it's like he worked in Kenosha. His father lived in Kenosha. He traveled, what was it, 20 miles? The dude one of the dudes he shot, the fucking pedophile, he traveled further, twice as far as Kyle did. The dude traveled like 50 fucking miles to be there. They're acting like, oh, he traveled over state lines. Half the rioters who showed up weren't even from Kenosha. Those fucking rioters, the Black Lives Matter and Antifa rioters, a lot of them come from other states because they're not working. They don't have anything else to do. They're being supported by their parents, so they're free to just do whatever the fuck they want. And a lot of them are traveling all over the place to go fucking riot in these places. But no one talks about that. No one's talking about the rioters who shouldn't have been there in the first place. The ones who were there burning shit down, assaulting others. No one's talking about that. No one's talking about the fact that the three people Kyle took out, all three of them just happen to be fucking criminals, which shows the kind of people that are part of Black Lives Matter and Antifa. One was a domestic abuser, one was a burglar, and one of them liked to diddle children. And for some reason, people are upset the most about the man who liked to diddle children. They're acting like he's the hero. Like, oh, he died, it's such a shame. He liked to touch children. And had Kyle not defended himself, Kyle would have been the one who ended up dead. But just the fact that three people attack him, and not just three. The black dude who jump kicked him, guess what? He's a criminal too. He has a background. So 4 people attack Kyle, and every single one of them has a background, a criminal background. Imagine that. I know, mind-blowing, right? But so he was acquitted of all charges, and rightfully so. Like I said, anyone with a fucking functioning brain would be able to know that he was innocent, given the evidence. Not to mention fucking, what's his name, Gage, pretty much like, oh yeah, Kyle wouldn't have shot me if I didn't hold a gun to him in the first place. I mean, he pretty much blew it himself. He outright said, yeah, I held a gun to Kyle, and if I had not held a gun to Kyle, then he wouldn't have shot me. So, good job being honest there, buddy boy. Let me give you a hand. He's the one who was shot in the arm. His arm, like, afterwards. Kyle, you can say Kyle disarmed him. But, yeah, I thought I'd put in my 2 cents about this. Everyone on Twitter's talking about it, whether they're political channels or not. I mean, I fucking saw Cinnamon Toast Ken talking about it. Of course, he's a fucking lefty, so he's acting like this is some travesty of, oh, once again, white supremacy wins. What white supremacy? Kyle was white. The 3 dudes he shot were white. Where's the white supremacy in this? Why were Black Lives Matter even there? And of course, guess what? Last night, Portland, apparently, there was rioting. There was burning shit down. There was breaking of windows. But they're just peacefully protesting, right? Who are the real racists and criminals here? People say, oh, well, Kyle shouldn't have been there and blah, blah, blah. Come here. Here's a little fun fact. If Antifa and Black Lives Matter weren't there rioting, destroying shit, burning shit down, and assaulting others, Kyle wouldn't have needed to show up in the first place. He was only there because everyone knew that the rioters were there, and he showed up to help. He was shown the next day cleaning off graffiti off fucking walls after they decided to graffiti the place. There were plenty of people being hurt, whether it be Black Lives Matter, Antifa, or just the people who were there to help. He was helping everyone, whether it be, whether he agreed with them or not. He was trying to help everyone, hence the gloves, because when you're dealing with people who are being assaulted and possibly bleeding, you don't want to be touching that shit with your hands because you don't know what people have. But why was he wearing gloves? The surgical gloves? Was he trying to cover his fingerprints? No, dumbass. He was there to assist medically. And when you're dealing with blood, you don't want that shit on your fucking hands. Common sense, people. Use it. But yeah, had they not been there to act like complete fucking thugs, Kyle wouldn't have needed to show up in the first place, and those three guys wouldn't have been shot. Or had they shown some self-fucking control and not gone after him with a skateboard, a handgun, or anything like that, he wouldn't have needed to self-defend. Oh, well, the skateboard's not a deadly weapon. It can be used to kill people. In fact, there was an article that people have been sharing lately of just that, of a skateboard being used as a murder weapon. So are skateboards produced to commit murder? Of course not. But can they be used to cause death? Yes. Which, in that case, they become a murder weapon. Common sense, people, use it. But, yeah, so people protesting, they were mostly peaceful. They were just mostly peaceful breaking of windows and mostly peaceful fires and mostly peaceful assaults. Just the typical shtick last night because, oh God, black people are not safe anymore because Kyle was acquitted of all charges. Despite the fact, like I said, all three guys were white, in which case the left should be happy given the fact that the left hates white people. So they should be, oh, Kyle did us a favor. Those evil white men. But now you have every fucking flaming lefty on the left on Twitter, and whether it be politicians or celebrities or your typical Kool-Aid haired freakazoids, one with the fucking piercings all over and the tattoos on their faces. They're like, Kyle Rittenhouse is a murderer. He better hope that I don't cross his path. Oh, I'm sorry, is that a threat? Yo, FBI, where you at? And that's all that's been happening. You go on Twitter, there's plenty of people making threats against the kid. And it's like, yo, FBI, where you at, guys? These people are threatening to kill someone. Do your fucking jobs. No, you're too busy protecting pedophiles. Actually, hang on, where are they? I try to find it. No. This one? No, it's not that one. This one? No, it's not that one. Not that one. Where was it? Oh, wait, I remember now. Oh, yes, I remember. It's your father before he died. I'm looking in my folder trying to find it. Find it. Where? It's one part I hate about this folder. It's at the bottom? Because you put it in the folder, and you would think, well, it's a new picture, or, it's a new thing, so you'd think it'd go to the bottom, but it doesn't. It's just kind of like it's mixed in. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Lower this. So these are the three heroes that people are trying to defend. Got Rosenbaum, sex offender, level 3 sex offender, failure to maintain register status. Anthony Huber, convicted felon, assault and battery, domestic abuse, false imprisonment, illegal weapon. And then Gage here, the one who got his arm blown. People are now calling him Napoleon Blown Apart. Hashtag Napoleon Blown Apart. Felony burglary, probation violation, illegal weapon. Funny how all three of these people who went after him all have a criminal background. Isn't that strange? It's like I said, it's almost like Antifa and Black Lives Matter are made completely of fucking shitheads like them. Of all colors and creeds. Because, the three white dudes. But there's blacks who are like that. There are Hispanics, Asians. That's the kind of thing that attracts these types of people. The ability to go out and riot, and so they think they're fighting for justice, but it's funny how, the ones crying all the shit they normally do, they have the most to hide. So, but yeah, these are the three jackholes that tried to attack him. And this dude right here basically said, yeah, I held a gun to him, and if I didn't hold a gun to him, he wouldn't have shot me. Well, dude, thank you for your honesty. We very much appreciate it, because that was one of the things that sealed the deal. People are like, oh my god. Even everyone else, like, on his defense, they're all saying, they're like, oh my god, dude. Did you just pretty much admit that what you did, you started, and that Kyle did act in self-defense? The whole point is you trying to prove your innocence. But didn't matter. They also had witness tampering, witness and jury tampering. You had MSNBC following the fucking jurors bus around. You had people before the trial started with apparently Black Lives Matter was trying to intimidate some of the jurors. That's what they do. They tried to through fear. It's like, oh well, if you don't convict him, we're gonna burn the place down. Yo, FBI, where are you at? Like, seriously, these dudes are threatening to burn the place down if they don't get the result that they want. Sounds kind of tyrannical when you think about it. Aren't they the ones saying that everyone else are the right are the tyrants? But they're the ones who control things through fear and destruction. But anyways, yeah. I mean, the whole thing, I hope he does what Kyle's, what's the name? Nick Sandman? Nick Sandman, for the people who don't remember, he was the kid who, he was smiling. There was like a Native American dude or whatever in his face, fucking like banging a fucking drum, and this dude just smiled. And he was just rung through the fucking dirt. And, oh, he's a white supremacist. He wasn't doing anything. He was smiling. And he filed, defamation, for defamation, and he won $250 million. So hopefully Kyle goes the same route, because every left-wing media, every left-wing news media did it. The fucking president of the United States called him a fucking white supremacist. You name it, if they're on the left, they call this kid a white supremacist. He can sue everyone for probably twice as much as what Nick got. And if he plays, investments right, this kid's never going to have to work again in his life. So he needs to sue for defamation, because months and months and months of, oh, he's a white supremacist, he's a racist, he's this, he's that. Even if he's been proven innocent, that's going to stick with him. there's a chance he may not be able to get a job ever again because of who he is. So this kid needs to sue them for defamation. And knowing him, he'll win. Kyle Sandman won. So Kyle needs to do the right thing, because every time someone doesn't agree with you now, it's you're a racist, you're a white supremacist. People will destroy your life and livelihood just because they don't agree with you or don't like your points of view or something. And when you have the president of the United States, oh, here you go. He's a white supremacist. Come on, man. So he needs to sue MSNBC, CNN, ABC, Washington Post, Huffington Post, BuzzFeed, Vox, all these fucking left-wing outlets that were saying you're a white supremacist, you're a terrible person, you hate black people, or whatever bullshit. He needs to sue him for defamation. But yeah, I think we're all happy with the outcome, and I think the people who were assaulted, or like the children who were touched by Rosenbaum, they got their justice. Same thing with the person, with the domestic abuser. The people who he was domestically abusing got their justice. So a lot of good came out of this. Who the fuck is... Oh. Whatever. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to give my 2 cents. We're just tired of the fucking media. It just shows that the media is the enemy. Even after in court they proved he was perfectly able to travel across state lines, considering he worked in Kenosha, his father lived in Kenosha. He didn't travel that far compared to, say, like I said, one of the other guys who traveled 50 miles to be there. Not to mention a lot of the other riders who didn't live in Kenosha. So traveling over state lines, completely irrelevant. The gun, he was in his right to have it. They had video of him, showing that he was acting in self-defense, that he wasn't just, oh, I'm going to hunt people down. No, he acted in self-defense. And yet you have all these people still, and, these fucking lefties, you can, I don't know if I've said this before, but you can show them a video about how grass is green and why it's green, and they'll sit there and tell you the grass is not green. There's not enough evidence proving that the grass is green, and that despite everything they just saw, they're still going to stick to their opinions and say, oh, the grass isn't green. You lie, you're manipulating, your false narrative, just conspiracy theories. But it's like, I just showed you a video of why the grass is green, how it's green. No, that's not enough evidence. Not enough evidence. Take it to the court, and they can say, yes, we rule that the grass is green. They're like, no, that's a fucking false ruling. This is fucking bullshit. This is all. It's like, the grass is green. No, it's not. So, even when the evidence is right in front of them, they refuse to listen. Because they're fucking petulant children who think that feelings are the most important thing. But like people say, facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. But I think everyone, I'm pretty much sure sane people were happy with the ruling yesterday. I know Kyle was happy about it. And it was a good day for him. Next step is he needs to sue everyone for defamation. Because of the media and everything, that young man's not going to be able to get a job ever again. They're going to say, oh, Kyle, yeah, your resume is great, but we don't want to be associated with you. Now, I'm sure hopefully some based fucking individual on the right will be like, you know what? I have a huge company. I have a multi-billion-dollar company. You can come work for me, and hopefully it works out because he definitely needs it right now with GoFundMe and everything shutting down donations and whatnot. He needs the help. He needs the support. He's been proven innocent, and on the left's ideals, that's, should be more than enough, especially when it's their side. Once it's clear, it's like, we told you. No, you can't bring it back to court. He was, completely acquitted of all charges. He's innocent. You can't do anything. Well, then flip that onto the right, and then suddenly the left's like, no, that's not good enough. But anyways, yeah, like I said, that's just my 2 cents. That's just my 2 cents. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.